One of these two houses hides a millionaire. Same street, same paycheck, and everyone watching would point at the wrong one. Picture the street at golden hour. Maple trees, kids on bikes, sprinklers ticking. Two houses side by side, and inside each one, a paycheck lands on the same day for the same amount. From the sidewalk, that's where the similarity ends. The loud house announces itself. The quiet house just sits there. And for 20 years, everyone on that street thought they knew exactly which family was winning. Watch the seasons turn. Spring, and a cover slides off a brand new car in the loud driveway. Neighbors drifting over to admire it. Summer, and a renovation crew is tearing out a perfectly good kitchen. Winter evenings, a wall-sized TV glowing through the front window like a lighthouse. And the quiet house? The same sedan, washed by hand in the driveway, year after year. The same furniture through the window. If you were watching from the street, you'd swear nothing was happening there at all. But every single payday, something disappeared before that family ever got the chance to spend it. The porch light clicked on a little early. Someone sat at the kitchen table for 10 quiet minutes. Twice a month, every month, for 20 years. Then the money was gone. Gone where? Notice what happened. Not the money leaving, the direction it left in. Everything the loud house did with a paycheck was designed to be seen. The one thing the quiet house did was designed to disappear. That's the detail most people miss, and it's the entire secret of this street. Here's where it went. On payday, before a single dollar could be spent, a piece of that paycheck moved automatically into boring accounts and unexciting investments nobody ever saw. And if you could see underneath that street, you'd see what it was becoming. Roots under the quiet house, faintly glowing, spreading a little wider every season, thickening every year while the loud house glittered above ground. The strange part isn't that hidden money grows, it's why it grows faster than anyone expects. Money that gets spent is gone once, forever. Money in those roots starts earning its own money. And then the new money earns money too. 20 years of that isn't 20 years of adding. It's 20 years of growth building on previous growth, quietly underground while the street watched a driveway. Finance people call it compounding. The quiet house just called it the transfer. And notice the transfer was automatic. It never asked how anyone felt that week, never waited for motivation, never gave payday feelings a vote. That's why it survived 20 years of ordinary human moods. And here's the thing every dollar on that street had in common. A dollar can perform or a dollar can build. It can't do both. The loud house pointed its dollars at the audience. The quiet house pointed them underground.
And before you judge the loud house, look closer. Because this was never really a story about two families. Nobody in that house was foolish. They got handed the only script our culture shows. Television, movies, the feed. Where real wealth hides and fake wealth advertises constantly. Dressed up as financed cars, monthly payments, and the feeling that you've finally arrived. There's even a name for the quiet trap underneath it. Lifestyle inflation. Every raise becomes permission to live slightly louder. So the roots never get a turn arrived. And it doesn't only happen to people with new cars in the driveway. It happens quietly to almost everyone. Right after payday, one small upgrade at a time. So if a raise has ever disappeared on you within 2 months, you've already lived one chapter of the loud house's story. If nobody's ever shown you money from the sidewalk like this, subscribe, this channel exists for exactly this. Then came the October night that tested both roofs at once. Rain, the hard kind, hammering the whole street sideways. Loud enough to wake both houses at the same 3 in the morning. By morning, both houses had the same ugly brown stain spreading across the ceiling. Same storm, same damage, same repair bill, thousands of dollars, due now. In the loud house, the envelope opens and the stomach drops. The repair went on a card, on top of the car payment, on top of the renovation loan. The stain got fixed. The debt underneath it grew. In the quiet house, the same envelope opened, and then something almost boring happened. The roots flexed. The money that had been growing in the dark simply absorbed the hit, and life went on. No drama, no new debt. Picture both kitchens the next morning. Same coffee, same cereal, same brown stain overhead waiting on the same contractor. One table has a calculator out and to people doing quiet, tense math. The other table is just breakfast. The storm couldn't see which house looked expensive. The street had been watching the wrong things for 20 years. Wealth you can see is wealth that's already been spent. And spent money can't protect you from anything. Jump forward. Same street, older trees. On the quiet porch, someone sits with a coffee at 10 in the morning on a weekday. 60 years old, unhurried, done. The paycheck stopped and it didn't matter. The roots had quietly crossed a line the street never saw. There was a millionaire on that street the entire time, living in the house everyone overlooked. And the quiet house was never joyless. There were vacations that mattered to them, things they loved and paid for happily. They just spent on what they valued and skipped what was only for show. And it turns out that difference, quietly repeated for 20 years, was the entire fortune. The loud house? Still fine, still bright, still busy, and still working because it has to be. Every dollar performed, so no dollar ever got the chance to build. And the show can't stop because the show was always paid for 1 month at a time. Looking back, the applause had been landing on the wrong house for 20 years. And the quiet house never once corrected them. Only later does the whole street make sense. The difference was never income and it was never luck. It was which job each family gave the exact same dollar. So which house are you in right now? 3 honest checks and nobody's watching. 1. Next time you're holding the slightly nicer version of something. The one that costs more and does the same job. Ask who that extra money is performing for. Sometimes it's genuinely you, and that's a fine purchase. But if the honest answer is neighbors, co-workers, or people from high school, that dollar just told you which house it belongs to. That too, does anything leave your account on payday without you touching it? That was the quiet house's entire trick. One automatic transfer, set up once, small is fine. Money that disappears before it can perform is the only money that ever gets to build. You could set that up today in about 10 minutes. 3. The storm test. If your roof leaked tonight, does the repair come from an account or a card? You don't have to like the answer. You just have to know it because that answer is the difference between the two houses. Compressed into one question. The quiet house ran on tools exactly this boring. And the modern versions are linked in the description, free ones included. So here's why most millionaires don't look rich. Looking rich and staying rich spend from the same dollar. And a dollar can only do one job. The ones who kept their wealth simply stopped paying for the audience. Whichever house you recognized yourself in today, you're not stuck there. The quiet house started exactly where you are. One ordinary payday, one porch light clicking on early. One 10-minute sit at a kitchen table to set up a single invisible transfer. Then time quietly finished the job. Not the mansion version of wealth, the porch light version. And that one is available at your income starting this week. Tell me in the comments honestly, which house are you right now? The loud one, the quiet one, or somewhere in between? I read every single one. And if you want more stories about wealth hiding in plain sight, the playlist is linked below. Subscribe, tap the bell, and let's grow together.